This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye. The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye. While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent.
The future soccer stars who are already turning heads at age 14.
Because next doesn't wait for an invitation.
And Hyundai doesn't either.
Hyundai has always moved the future within reach.
Hyundai did it by making advanced safety standard on every vehicle.
And by engineering EVs with ultra-fast charging capability.
And Hyundai continues doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here.
Next starts now.
Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to the Minisode.
This is my favorite murder, the Minisode, where we read you your stuff.
So let's start it off. The subject line of this email is $10,000 at the Goodwill. Hey, y'all. Love the show way too much to be healthy. I was at work this week and was extremely sad that I'd already binged all of the episodes. I was scrolling through to see which one I was going to listen to when I saw that I somehow missed a Minisode. As I was excitedly listening to Minisode 50, I heard y'all read about how someone found $10,000 cash at the Goodwill. Funny story, my grandfather was an old school drug dealer and used to hide his money in all kinds of crazy places. Under the doghouse, under my dad's baby stuff in the attic, under trees, and apparently in clothes as well. When he went to jail when my dad was young, my grandmother divorced him and donated all of his clothes to Goodwill. He was released a few years later and came back to the house to collect all of his things and subsequently to find all of his cash. According to my dad, my grandfather laughed in my grandmother's face when he realized she had literally given away over $12,000 worth of cash that was sewn into all of his jackets throughout the house.
No.
Maybe the murderino who wrote in about her love for vintage clothing somehow found my to-be inheritance. Anyway, keep up the good work, ladies. Can't wait to see you in Atlanta this fall. Stay sexy and stick to legal occupations so that you can use a bank like a normal fucking person. Love, S.
Why do people hide money in things that can be given away?
Or just not hip their wife to what is going on.
Oh,
just tell one person.
Like the shit I find in my purses, I'm like, and it's not money, but it's like, how the fuck did this get in? Oh my God. Thank God I don't have money to hide anywhere. Okay. This is called, They Dusted the Cat Food Container for Fingerprints. Hi, excellent podcasters and your assorted furry creatures. Stephen, I guess that means you too. One day in October a few years ago, I was working from home. At around 10, the doorbell rang, and when I peeked out the window to see who it was, I caught a glimpse of a creepy man in a wife beater. No fucking way was I opening the door to that. After I failed to answer the door, he cut across my yard to my back fence and opened the gate. By now, my brain had slowly kicked in, and I had picked up the phone and dialed 911. The man banged hard on my back door, and I fled to my bedroom closet like a small child. No sooner had I given the operator my address and told her what was happening than he had busted the lock open and was in my house.
Fuck.
100% don't know what possessed me to do this, but I marched out of my bedroom and yelled, "Get the fuck out of my house." Because my house is so tiny, I practically ran him over as I emerged from the bedroom, and I scared the ever-loving shit out of him. He turned and ran, and as he fled through the kitchen, he picked up a plastic container of cat food that was sitting on the counter. He yelled, "Get away, bitch," and flung the cat food at me. I swear I'm not making that up. I stood in the kitchen and watched him get into a maroon Pontiac, which sped away. I told myself to remember the license plate, but I was too freaked out. In just a few minutes, a couple of police officers arrived. I told them the story, and upon hearing what the perpetrator had touched a plastic container, they called a forensics team. I wish I had thought to take a picture of the giant crime scene van that pulled up outside my house. It was cool and totally horrifying at the same time. They told me they got a few prints, but since I never heard anything about the crime after that, I assume they never caught the guy. The moral of the story is, if a shady guy rings your doorbell and further tries hard to make sure no one is home by pounding on your door, freaking yell something. As always, stay sexy and keep a container of cat food handy in case the crime scene technicians can use it. Krista. So, like, I think he was banging on the doors and, like, no one yelled anything. So he was like, great, no one's home. I'm going to break in and, like, burglar this place.
I just like the idea that she was so scared in the beginning, and then somewhere in there, in her own bedroom closet, she just was like, you know what, fuck this shit. That's really exciting.
She waited to scream, "Get the fuck out of here," until he was inside of the house.
Yeah.
And
like something came over her.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not fucking hiding in here.
Well, she's lucky that.
Yeah, she's very lucky that it was just cat food container. And also, how rude.
But it's also so weird that they would fingerprint. I don't know. That's cool.
Okay. The subject line of this one is accidentally went to jury duty on acid. Dear Karen, Georgia, Stephen, and Putz, in 2012, I graduated from Illinois State University and moved in with my boyfriend, now husband, the same day. He had been staying with his dad in Indiana, so we found an apartment nearby Valparaiso. Probably not. Indiana. We were young and without children, so we participated in a lot of partying. After living there for 3 years, I was selected for jury duty. Being a lifelong true crime fan, I took the calling very seriously. I read the instructions thoroughly and was prepared to arrive at the courthouse on Monday morning. The Saturday before I was supposed to go, my boyfriend and I went to Chicago to look for apartments as we were planning on moving back home. We ended up finding the perfect place and signed the paperwork that day. That afternoon, we decided to celebrate the new apartment by taking some acid.
Oh, no.
Of course, the jury duty was on the forefront of my mind, so I figured I'd take the acid now, trip through the night, return to normal Sunday, and arrive Monday morning ready to go. At first, my plan worked. By Sunday evening, I was no longer tripping. The only problem was that I couldn't fall asleep. So to solve this problem, I took 2 sleeping pills and passed out.
No.
I woke up Monday morning feeling exhausted and just not myself. For some reason, I bypassed the business casual outfit I had laid out, put on jeans and sneakers, and showed up with wet hair.
Oh, geez.
By this time, I'd realized that I just needed to focus on getting through the day and that taking the sleeping pills was maybe not the best idea. I was directed to a room to wait for instructions. A woman with a flowery dress walked in and began telling us how the day was going to go. I was staring at her dress and trying really hard to focus on what she was saying when all of a sudden the flowers in her dress started moving. I shifted my gaze to the floor, and then the geometric pattern that geometric pattern was also moving. Yep, the sleeping pills had somehow made me start to trip again, and I was about to enter a courtroom. By the time we made it to the jury box, I had woken up and was ready to participate. The case was about someone who was being accused of selling heroin, and the cops had used confidential informants to charge him. Let me say right now that I don't support the sale of heroin, but being that I was on drugs, I wasn't processing things normally. For the 30 minutes that I was in the courtroom before the judge asked me to leave, I managed to tell the prosecution that confidential informants are snitches.
Oh, no.
I believe I said, "You mean snitches?"
Oh.
And that I don't trust the police, and that I made a small speech about the heroin epidemic. That part's not bad, but totally not appropriate at the time. Somehow I got myself home, passed out in the middle of my living room floor on top of my laptop. Stay sexy and don't take drugs before jury duty. And it's signed, Your Fan Paige.
Oh my God. She's flagged now. Like, her name is flagged as someone to watch.
The idea that there must have been a point in that, like her standing up and giving a speech where she came to talking.
Yeah.
Because the decision to stand up and make a speech was not a conscious one. There's just no way.
It just like started happening. And then it's like, what the fuck
And then
am
she's
I
like,
doing?
Oh no, I'm talking about snitches.
You're ruining it for yourself. Holy shit. Okay. This one is, the time my friend's elderly neighbor got arrested. And there's a photo that I think Steven's going to pull up for us. Okay. This is the story when my friend's elderly neighbor got arrested. So my friend and I grew up on Cape Cod in a town called Yarmouth. They spelled it out for me. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
At the time, my friend's parents had just decided to move out of her childhood home and move to Florida. None of the kids were living there at the time, but her youngest sister, who was in her mid-20s at the time, moved back in while her parents were figuring out what to do with the house. Cape Cod has the highest per capita elderly population in the state, so her sister thought nothing of the old guy that lived next door. Until one day she hears some commotion outside and sees cops and a SWAT team members and such surrounding this old guy's house. So naturally she goes out to investigate. I guess the cops had to tell her several times to go inside because it wasn't safe, and she said something like, "It's my property, I can be out here." But eventually she goes inside. Don't go out there. So once the old man came out of his house and finally surrendered to the police, it turned out that this old man was no old man at all. He was really a 31-year-old who had been hiding from the police for 4 months. He was wanted for drug trafficking charges. But instead of leaving town, he decided to wear a movie-grade old man mask and stay in town.
No way.
I'm not sure how the cops figured out it was him. Maybe someone ratted him out or something, but it actually wound up being national news, which we all thought was hilarious. After all this now semi-famous picture, see below, for Steven, of this mugshot next to a photo of him wearing the old guy mask was his Facebook profile picture for a while. Let me see. Holy, no, he looks like a troll from Troll movie. It's now an important part of the local folklore. Stay sexy and trust no one, not even your elderly neighbors, Kara. This guy looks like he was on Gilligan's Island, and it's like Gilligan's Island old man makeup.
Yes.
It's not good.
It's,
and he looks proud of himself.
It's nice of her to say movie grade. But
it's insulting to movie makeup artists too.
I mean, you know what it is I bet you that's a false nose for sure.
Yeah.
And I bet you he like looked at something online.
Yeah. It looks like
a makeup
him as an
tutorial.
old man for sure though.
Yeah.
It's not a great job.
He probably downloaded his picture into a like Benjamin Button style app where it's like, what would you look like super old? And then did some kind of a makeup thing on that.
That'd be kind of fun to like walk around town like as an old man and like people treat you differently probably.
That's right. It's like a real Tyra Banks in the fat suit style social experiment.
That's right.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing, where they do the boho chic, there's mid-century, it's a little bit modern, it's something new. Like there's so many choices in there and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
This is just simply titled Car Accident Mystery. Hello, MFM fam. Love your podcast. My wife works in the ER and came home one day with this crazy story. She got a call that a patient was coming in after a rollover motor vehicle crash. EMS reported she was ejected from the vehicle and found in the bushes near the accident.
Jesus.
When the patient arrived, she was unconscious, but other than a scrape on her knee, looked unscathed. Due to her lack of consciousness, they decided to place a breathing tube, which is standard procedure with this type of thing. The moment after pushing the meds to intubate, the patient began screaming hysterically, but since the meds had already been given, they had to intubate anyway. They sent the patient to a full body scan, but nothing was found. The social worker thought that the patient looked familiar and said that she would investigate. Meanwhile, my wife sent the patient to the ICU and went on with her shift. At the end of her shift, she went back to the social worker to follow up. And it turns out this patient has Munchausen syndrome. When talking to the police, this woman was never even in the car. It turns out this bitch was walking down the street, witnessed a car accident, and then threw herself into the nearby bushes.
What the
When EMS arrived, she played dead, pretending to be unconscious, and EMS assumed she was ejected from the car. The whole time the nurses and doctors were evaluating her, she was awake.
Oh my God.
My wife estimated that from the ambulance ride, trauma admission to ER, and then the ICU stay, it cost her $30,000 in medical expenses.
Holy shit.
Love you guys. Aaron.
Oh my God, that's awful. How sad though.
It's
too.
terrible. It's terrible, but what I'm laughing at, because I should explain why I'm laughing so hard. Just the coincidence that a person with Munchausen's is walking down the street when a rollover car accident is a huge thing. And the first thing she thinks of is, I'm going to dive into the bushes and get me a piece of this action.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you might get fucked up from this more than you fucking... Well, I have a car accident one too, a little bit, but it's lighthearted. So don't worry. Oh my God. This was called MFM Minisode number 27 update. Lighthearted. Hello, MFM team. You read my submission about my EMT dad back on Minisode number 27, and I thought I would provide you an update. A small refresher, when I was a kid, we had come upon a flipped over minivan on the side of the desolate road with a mom and several children trapped inside. I was a bit fuzzy on the details, but I remembered my dad coming back to the car covered in blood after performing life-saving measures. Casual. After that episode aired, I told my brother to listen, and once he finished, he messaged me, wait, you didn't even tell them the best part. And then she says, what best part? So my brother went on to tell me that yes, everyone in the car survived. Somehow the woman was able to get my dad's contact info and sent him a Christmas card every year, giving him updates about the kids and continually thanking them for saving their lives.
Oh.
One year she sent him a small guardian angel pin that my dad put in his truck. Cut to a few years later, my dad and my brother get into a horrific car accident near our home. The truck was T-boned and completely totaled. Fortunately, my dad and my brother walked away without a scratch.
Whoa.
Yeah. My dad was really upset as he was unable to get the pin out of the car before it went away to wherever smashed up cars go. But I'm 100% sure that this was a buttload of good karma coming back his way for saving that whole family years prior. Just wanted to give you guys an update. Can't wait for my rad dad to walk me down the aisle next month. He truly is the best. Stay sexy and make sure to cross-reference your stories with your siblings before you submit to them to a podcast. So Jenna.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Oh, thank God they lived. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Both of the car accidents.
Ay.
Shit, man.
They're the worst.
So bad. I hate them.
Well,
send us your shit.
send us your cars and horror stories.
My favorite murder at Gmail.
And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Elvis, you want a cookie?
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why they're Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to budget beach bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.